All right. Whew. Oh, we're going. Hi. Okay, so we're going. All right. I'm actually going to do this. So, moderately Wayback Machine. Last year I went on a big vacation with the Hubs, and this was the last night in Europe. Last late night, and we went to a very popular swingers club in Porto. And so the people who know the Hubs knows this. They know this is a big deal. I'm usually on the strictly BDSM side of things, and the fact that he was letting us go to multiple swingers slash lifestyle places on our European adventures is a big fucking deal. And thank you, baby, I love you. And so I had this dream of having a wild and passionate sexual adventure with a woman while we were in Europe. And as of that moment, we were on our third country. I'd had multiple very steamy kisses and a too late invitation for more, but I hadn't actually gone any further than that, much to my dismay. So I'm getting a little nervous because this is my last night on vacation to make this happen before we go home back to our regular lives, back where he may not let me or want to do this on a regular basis, not where we live, not with people we know. It might mean too much. It might be too real. So yeah, I'm nervous, but bare minimum, I know I'm gonna have super hot public sex with the Hubs. And even he admits to enjoying that now. He's a little bit of an exhibitionist. And so I know it's gonna be a good night, no matter what. We walk in, we meet the owners, and we get the tour. There's the bar, there's the dance floor, the porn/mingling room, there's side rooms for shenanigans, and then downstairs for everything else. We walk down, and there are closed rooms, open rooms, exhibition rooms, dark rooms. They have actual jail cell type bars separating the single men's quarters from the couples. And the single men can only be invited in. It has to, see, yes, consent is mandatory and sexy.
Yeah.
So, but so many maze-like rooms to explore. So many things, wandering around, hoping to see things happen. Hoping to be things happening. And we walk back upstairs and we get our first drink. And much to our relief, there are already 5 couples there. And we talk to them, they're nice enough, but there's no spark with the women. The men seem a bit interested, but they are not who I am seeking tonight. And I'm not a person just to check off a box to do the thing. I need a connection. I need that sensual pull. I need the vibe. And I'm a little sad, but I decide, okay, it's time to go change. And I go put on my green lace onesie and my black thigh highs and my black sheer robe, and I walk out in my boots, and I'm feeling myself. And I go to finish my drink, and there are more couples, very cute. Still not a connection. And so I ask Hubs to go downstairs with me and see if anyone got things going while I was getting ready. And we go downstairs, and there are a few couples, but mostly closed doors. And the kinky BDSM room that I saw earlier with the sex swing that we had seen in Barcelona and we already know we really, really like, that room is now taken, and the door is closed. And now I'm a little concerned because I'm like, that room felt the most like home in a strange land. But I know we'll find somewhere when it's time. I believe in us. We are motivated. And the single men who had been watching me upstairs have quietly glided down the stairs behind me and have entered the stables. Oh, and he kept wondering why I kept walking by that room, but Oh, when I would walk through the dark room and I would see them standing behind the bars, holding them, staring intensely at me. I could feel the desire in the air. I could feel that charge, and I would lock eyes with them, almost as if to say, keep looking. It won't do you any good, but keep looking all the same. Oh, that moment was fun for me. But then we went back upstairs, and they waited and watched, and then followed at a safe distance, right behind us, directly back to the area. And I'm like, oh, okay, hey, that was just for me. I'm feeling better now. And I'm catching the energy of the night. And as I walk back onto the dance floor in the green lingerie and the robe trailing behind me, I can feel the eyes on me. And we talked to a few more couples, but I'm still not getting it yet. I'm still not catching that energy with anyone. So I decide to focus on him. Because yes, it would be wonderful to have that feminine experience I was hoping for, but he is the only quarry I need tonight. And I already know he puts out. So I danced with him. I danced for him. And I can feel that dream I walked in kind of fading away, even more so as my own feminine powers start to be too much for him. And he says, it's time to go back downstairs. For real. He needs my hands on him, my mouth, he needs my body. Now. We walk slowly through the darkness. Their bodies moving in the low light, the sounds and smells of sex around me. And I see dark eyes looking up from me. And some of them hold a silent invitation. And that gives me a little thrill as we walk by. But we keep looking. And we find a room that's sort of in the back, all to ourselves. We leave the door open about a foot. Enough room for them to know they're allowed to watch, but hopefully not too open to give undue expectations. And then we just attack each other. We just get into all of that buildup. Oh, mouth, hands, moans, breath, hitching. He pushes me onto the bed, and my fingers curl in his hair as I hold him against me as he devours me. And I see faces in the doorway, eyes watching. And they say something, they mumble something like questions. He can't hear because my thighs are pressed against his ears. And sadly, I don't speak Portuguese. And I don't think I could actually have a conversation with them anyway, because at that moment I was right in the throes of my first orgasm. It's time for us now. It's time to focus on him. And I push him back onto the bed, and my hand reaches for his cock, eager to return the favor. And I hold him up, fully upright, so the woman in the door can see the full length of him. A proud wife showing off her husband. And she gasps, and I smile mid-lick up his shaft before taking him fully in my mouth and then moaning as his fingers find things to do. Oh. And more people have approached, and they're asking questions, but no, the moment for outside connections has passed. But they can watch all they want. I climb on top, and even as wet as I am, I still can't take him all the way on the first go. So they get to watch me, motion by motion, take a little more of him with each slide. and hear my moans as he fills me completely. More people at the doorway, and it shifts open a little bit more as another orgasm rips through me, violent and intense. I am so glad we have all these towels. I don't remember the last time I had this many consecutive squirting orgasms. I hope it's enough, but at the same time, I don't actually care right now. I don't. Oh. More people at the doorway, brought in by our sounds, brought in by the sight of us ravaging each other in our own little world. And they ask, and I keep saying no. I shake my head because even as much as it thrills me to see them watching, to know they want to join, he is my focus now. And I am going to make him feel like a god. Oh, I worship his body, and he worships mine in return. And I don't know if it's the audience or the energy of the night or his newfound joy and exhibitionism, but he is going the distance tonight. He is making me come over and over and over again until I don't know how much more I can take. And he comes a second time and he flexes up to my G-spot and takes me with him one more time. Until we are both truly sated. Until even I admit I'm tapped out. I know, it's a personal goal. We fall to the bed and my leg drapes lazily over his, and the only sounds are our ragged breathing. And when that fades, I hear a small chorus of moans from deeper in the darkness. And I smile and I wonder, is it our turn to be the eyes shining from the doorway? Let's find out, shall we? Thank you.